stop telling people we were together. Because, like, I feel like anything prior to, like, this new life that I'm in was, like, not real.
Yeah.
And I refuse. Guys, if anyone says anything about me, it was AI. There are some kids who come to school to learn, but there are some kids who come to school to be loved because they're not loved at home.
Some people leave their house and never go back home again. They go out, they die in a car accident, something very tragic happens, and they never get that goodbye with their family. Their family never gets that goodbye with them. It was very unexpected. But for us, we get a very long goodbye. Have you ever experienced any, like, biases or any judgment in the church?
I haven't, and I'm very open about who I am and everything in the church setting that I'm at. However, I have came across churches where I've had to, like, you know, hold back, like, you know, like my energetic self and, you know, all that jazz, because I'm like, oh, like, this is not that kind of church.
The things that I experienced in that relationship, I have no idea what that even looks like in this one. Like, we don't have those we don't have those conversations, we don't have those arguments.
I've never heard, like, in your relationship current. Cheers to that.
Lord have mercy. Hey y'all, welcome to Change of Heart, where love is layered, growing is messy, and faith meets the real feels. I'm your hair Bethan with the bestest FAB, the FAB. Hello.
The one and only, the biggest, the biggest, the greatest,
the goddess.
Goddess.
The FAB.
Yep. Oh my gosh, how you been?
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Look at us.
It's been a few months. When was the last time I saw you?
I would say your thing at your house, but it wasn't. It wasn't.
It has to have been a few months because I didn't even see you on my birthday.
No.
You've been such a busy bee. You've been like working, school.
I work, go to school.
And sleep.
Then I wake up, work, go to school, and sleep. And take care of mommy in between. It's a thing.
Can we just talk about for like a second that as we grow into like our adulthood, like I've never been more happier to like be at home in my bed. Like, have you ever been like just
clocking,
just laying in bed and you're just like
just rubbing your feet
yes together. Like that is the best feeling. I don't know if it's just like me, but as I grow into like my adulthood, like I'm just like, yeah, I'm good off the going out on like Wednesday nights. And
now don't get me wrong, sometimes it's good to, you know, maybe have a little karaoke night, maybe go to a friend's house, a little chat, watch a little Love Island, or, you know, a little show. Yeah, but like for the most part, I can't do the 2 a.m. 3 a.m. hustle and bustle, next place and the next place and the next place and the next. It's like, no, baby, it's bedtime.
No, it's definitely bedtime for me. I'm a serial napper, so I'll fit in a nap wherever I can.
Listen, I'm at work, I get a 30-minute break. When I tell you I'm that 30-minute break, I'm in a supply closet. Napping. On a beanbag. Blanket. Gone.
You got to.
I got to keep going. Them kids is something else. I love them, though. I couldn't see myself doing anything else right now.
I love them kids, but they...
Yeah.
They are just interesting.
They are.
And then they think that you're their parent, too.
Hello.
I just be having kids, and I'm like, nah, when
did I sign up for guardianship?
Yeah, like, you know?
You know, but I mean, in a way you do, because most times you see them more than their parents see them.
Yeah. And that's the thing about teachers. You know, sometimes we're, just for reference, I'm a teacher, but
we're both teachers.
Exactly.
He's Gen Ed, I'm special needs.
Yeah, so I deal with all the 6, 7 kind of kids.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, but it sounds good when you say, like, you know, when I'm in class and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm going to get home around 6, 7, you know, or like, Yeah, you know, I'm about like 6-7 feet, you know.
Like, and they just say it for like, what's the context in which
I don't know. I don't know what it means, but it's fun when you say it. So, but that goes to show, like, teachers are not just like, you know, teachers in the classroom. Like, teachers are genuinely like, they're counselors, social workers, admin, they're principals, second parents, and sometimes we're even the first. Hello. So, you know, that just comes with the territory.
It does.
It really does.
I'm glad that God placed us in that position, though.
Yeah.
The way that we care for them kids, people be like, "Why do you care so much?" I'm like, "If not us, then who?"
Who? Sometimes there's a saying, there are some kids who come to school to learn, but there are some kids who come to school to be loved because they're not loved at home. So I totally resonate with that saying, because it's like, sometimes you're a child's only, you know, good role model. Yeah. So, you know, sometimes when I'm like having like one of those days and I'm just like, it would just be nice to just lay in my bed and just like rot and, you know, be a couch potato. I'm like, I have to be in my classroom because like my kids need me there. And like, you'll see like on like, there's this little app called Remind, and it's like, you know, like classroom based, and kids can message you on Remind, and they'll message me on Remind like, Mr. Fab, who said you could have a day off?
Right. Because I'm here at school. You need to be too.
Right. So, you know, I'm like, you know, I got to leave everything in the car when I come inside. I got to do my little prayer.
Yeah, for sure. And you cannot go in with that baggage.
Because it got nothing to do with them. So, I just got to be, you know, this bubbly person and just...
Look at us. When we first met, how long ago? When we met, like 2022?
2022 sounds right.
Yeah, 2022. When we met in 2022, you would have saw us where we're at right now.
I honestly wouldn't have thought I would have been here, but you know what? I've been praying for this like moment to be in this season where I'm at right now in my life. Like, I ask myself all the time, I'm like, you know, like, this is what I wanted 3-4 years ago. Like, to be, you know, to be in a position where I graduated with my master's, because I graduated with my master's in May. So,
congratulations.
And that was like, thank you. That was like that was quick. And then to be in this like point in my career and just kind of navigating where that's going to go. I still don't know where it's going to go.
It's okay. But you don't have to know.
He know.
Walk in faith and everything will align. That's all you need to do.
And then, like...
Cough attack.
Yup. Cheers to that.
I'm sorry.
Cheers to that.
Lord have mercy. That's dedication. I'm here.
Right. Cheers to that.
Lord have mercy. Lord. I'm sorry, y'all.
So
that one came out of nowhere. I didn't have time to even.
But 3-4 years ago, baby, we was outside.
Outside, a little young, a little dumb.
Right, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that then and now is such a start. I do nothing but thank God.
Yeah.
Nothing but thank God. I think that's where, as God comes into our lives and changes us and renews us. Excuse me. It's kind of like why I feel like that shift of, you know, like not wanting to be so outside and wanting to be inside, wanting to be in the bed, wanting to be, you know what I'm saying? Where we're easily connected and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because...
I want to ask you, like, what did you know, like, okay, I need to lock in with the Lord and I need to, like, stop, like, being of this world and become of what I was created to do? Like, what was your realization?
I'm still on that journey because there's still things that my flesh wants to do that is used to doing that I'm kind of like, straddling, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has those things, but for the most part, where the transition came I always knew, but when it hit me for real was when my mom got sick. It was well after her diagnosis when she became bedridden, and she just like wasn't the I guess you like the monarch of our family anymore. She was no longer like the head of our family because now she's not able to speak, she's not able to walk, she's not able to dictate, she's not able to correct and things like that. And although I'm the youngest girl, when I moved back home, that I would say that I took up that responsibility, took up that mantle, and I was like, oh, I can't do this on my own. Like, I have 2 older siblings. How am I supposed to be the one to tell them what's wrong and what's right?
Right.
Let alone me not doing it, right? Let alone me still doing the same things that I used to always be doing. So I'm not set apart. But it was like, what authority do I have? And so it was like, well, if you walk in faith, if you know what I'm saying, you have his authority, then you have all authority. And so it was kind of that. And then, using my mom as an example of that, and that is kind of where it started, and then it just builds and differentiates from there, because I am not my mom, but I'm God's daughter. So it's like just walking in that authority is kind of.
And I didn't know that you were going through that in your household. Yeah. So like, I apologize for not being around.
No, you don't have to. You didn't know. It's not.
But I feel like I could be there more for you. And with that being said, like, I didn't know that your family was going through that. So like, I am gonna be more like involved in like, your life, because we honestly need to be around each other. Yeah. And what is the saying? When 2 or more
gather, Christ is in the midst. Yes. Hello, we are the church. Yeah. And
then, with that being said, iron sharpens iron. Amen. So when you're in a predicament where you can't, hold up for yourself, we have to be there for you and be your anchor.
There's a part in this song by Naomi. I don't remember what her last name is, but
Naomi Rain?
Yes.
Yeah. Love her.
In the song with Maverick City.
Evidence? Is it Evidence?
No. I put my faith in Jesus. To the ground. That song, I can't sing, y'all, but excuse me.
Evidence. I think it's Evidence.
No, it's not called Evidence.
Firm Foundation?
Is it called Firm Foundation?
It's Firm Foundation. Firm Foundation.
No, is it that one?
Yeah.
The part of the song where she said, no, in the end, where she says, I will bless you in the middle of my storm, in the middle of my trial.
Yes.
I will bless you in the middle of the road when I don't know where to go.
Yes.
That part right there, every time. Yeah. Every time. It doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing, everything drops and my hands go up, because that's how I felt like in the middle of the road when I don't know where to go. I know. This is like new to me. This is like crazy to me. My dad is getting old. My mom, God forbid, can go any day. Yeah. Like, what do I do? Where do I pull my guidance from? Where do I
rebuke that,
like,
by the way.
in the name of Jesus. Yeah. In the name of Jesus.
Send that back to the pits of hell.
Another thing, I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but it's relevant. Somebody said to my dad at work, like, he was having, one of those days and not so well. And somebody gave him a perspective like, hey, some people leave their house and never go back home again. They go out, they die in a car accident, something very tragic happens, and they never get that goodbye with their family. Their family never gets that goodbye with them. It was very unexpected. But for us, we get a very long goodbye. It's going on 2.5 years now since she's been bedridden. And I still get to wake up to her in the morning, kiss her, go to work, come back to her, kiss her, go to bed. You know what I'm saying? I still get those moments. And even though the moments of when she's like aware, or like even if she says something and we don't understand, but just that little those little fleeting moments, we still have those moments. Yeah. And so I just hold on to them like near and dearly, and I thank God, because there's so many moments where I could have lost her, so many moments where she could be gone, and I try not to dwell on the like, well, if I wanted to ask her something, like now that I'm an adult, like this started when I was like 19. Yeah. So it's like when I'm just now getting into womanhood is like when I felt like I would have needed her the most. But glory be to God, she's still here. Yeah. And so that's what I focus on. And that's what keep me going. Because other than God, child, I don't know where I'll be in the wilderness with my hair crazy. Long with what's that king that was long nails scratching in the wilderness. Cause yeah.
And sometimes that's the case now. Like sometimes we're rolling with the punches. Hello. Because when you ask God for strength, what does he do?
He make you stronger.
Right. And he sends
and the way that when he do it, it's like, please, I don't ask for patience no more. I'll take me off the front lines. I don't ask for patience. Okay, I don't ask for strength. I don't ask. I'm not strong, and I'm not patient. I'm as strong as I'm patient as I could physically and emotionally be right now.
I be boxing, and you know what?
Just
right, straight shoulders. You know. So
ciao.
I'm very much like I'm very much proud of you, because like we did come so far. I mean, like, to be quite frank, in a nutshell, like we were partying, you know,
in that life,
and there ain't nothing wrong with a little party, because you can have a little party. You know, but we was partying a little way too much. And I was outside.
Just leave. Listen, and we are delivered. Change. Now, I'm not going to act like I'm a perfect Christian.
No.
Because I'm far from. Because let me not go out for like 2 months. And Ashley call me and say, hey. Hey, you know, we're not doing much. We go into the little, little place, the little lounge. Yeah. They got the games, you know what I'm saying? They got games and whatever. I'm gonna be out there.
And I saw you. But, like, the thing is, we should be able to have fun. Like,
yeah, Christians can still have fun.
Yeah.
It's just in the way that you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let nobody look at you and be like, but ain't you supposed to be a Christian? Ain't you supposed to be a...
Like, I feel like that's so extreme, because, like, what? Like, we can't be on this earth and also, you know, make memories.
Right.
So I think, you know, with that being said, like, we could, as Christians, you are allowed to have fun. You are allowed to make memories with the people around you, and, you know, just, like, have a level of, like, conviction when you're doing certain things. Like, you know, understand that, you know, there are certain rules and principles that you should hold your self up to. So, you know, like,
absolutely. Hello.
We doing it.
Yeah, and we have fun while doing it.
Oh my God.
What's that man saying? Paul was amongst the sinners, but he just didn't allow them to change him. No. He changed them.
Why did I read 1 Corinthians? You know, in the Bible app, that was the verse of the day. Today? 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind. Love is not boastful. Doesn't boast. Yeah, love is not arrogant. It doesn't
puff up.
Yeah. Love doesn't hold any record. Love is rejoiceful in the truth.
Yeah.
And Paul was writing a letter to the people in Greece, explaining, you know, what, like, true love is, but in, like, this sense, like, what do you think love is? Because, like, what was love BC?
Yeah.
And then what is love
AD?
So, like, what was your perspective on love?
My perspective of love BC was very toxic.
Yeah.
It didn't have any boundaries. It didn't have any limitations. Yeah. When I say toxic, I mean it was like it lacked self-respect. So because I was with you, it doesn't matter. Like there's not anything that we can get over. Which is a love like God, but that love also has boundaries. You know what I mean? So thank you. So for reference, I was in a 3-year relationship prior, and I feel like I lacked self-respect in a way that he did things outside of the relationship, and I was like obviously not okay with it.
Right.
It would break up and then we'd get back together. And that just taught him how to treat me. Excuse me. Devil, you a liar. Anyway, that kind of taught him how to treat me. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I felt like I knew I didn't deserve it, but for some reason I was like comfortable.
Yeah.
I was comfortable and I didn't do anything to change it. I just stayed because I was like, oh,
this is
what you're that's not my husband. You know what I'm saying? That's not my husband.
You can't talk about that one.
He's not my husband. So you're applying a biblical love for what should have been a lesson.
Yeah.
And so so now in AD, I'm in a long-term, very happy and healthy relationship that Christ is in the middle of, and it's a complete night and day.
Yeah.
Not only do I have self-respect for myself, my partner has respect for me. The things that I experienced in that relationship, I have no idea what that even looks like in this one. Like, we don't have those we don't have those conversations, we don't have those arguments.
I've never heard, like, in your relationship current, I haven't seen or heard, like, every time I ask you, how are you in your relationship?
Clouds.
We're good. We're, you know, like,
that's
I'm
my
like,
man, my man. Turn to be husband. So, you hear me? Very soon. But, like, yeah, it was just, we were just saying it literally like a few days ago that the little tips that we have are like, that is what ups and downs in a relationship should look like. Yeah. Communication. Oh, you want the thermostat on 75? Well, I want it on 69. It's hot. It's cold. It's communication. Like, well, you said this. And I'm like, no, I said this. Well, I took it as this. But I meant it as that. It's like, those are things, those are ups and downs. Those are things that you're like, okay, well, right now, you piss me off, but we're going to have to get through it. Like, not who was that in your phone? Not where were you last night? Not your location is off. Not like you called me out my name. Not you threw something at me across the room and it broke at the wall behind me. Like, not that type of stuff. And so, AD, BC, AD.
You see how love never fails?
No, it don't.
And I'd be asking myself, like, was it really love? I mean, I posted on my notes today, but I was like, stop telling people we were together. Because, like, I feel like anything prior to, like, this new life that I'm in was, like, not real. Yeah. And I refuse. Guys, if anyone says anything about me, it was AI. It was AI.
It was AI. If they send you a picture of it, AI.
First of all, AI is so scary. They could do anything. So honestly, it wasn't.
They gonna start framing people for crimes. Watch.
But with that being said, yeah, it's. I'm so proud of like you in this relationship. It's so loving. It's so healthy. Remember that one time me and Emilio.
What?
Drove you.
Yeah, drove me all the way to stores. We were in what? Coral Spring?
We were in Pembroke Pines.
It was Pembroke Pines?
Or was it Miramar?
I don't know. Where did you
We were in Destiny's house. It was for Christmas.
So yeah. So in between Paramount and Miramar.
But basically,
anyway, we was way up east-ish, way east.
Yeah.
And they drove me all the way down to
We honestly could have drove to Tampa.
Okay, don't OD.
No, that day I didn't realize how quickly we got there.
Yeah, like in an hour. It takes like an hour and a half. It was like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
so
but there was also nobody on the road either. So
I'll never forget that. That's how I
knew. Like I was like, wow, me and Beth are really friends.
Yeah.
Like that's how I knew. Like our whole friend dynamic was honestly like a real like loving, and we were having real big conversations.
Absolutely, a whole ball. I'm gonna see. Can we put videos? In our pajamas at the gas station, windows down, screaming. It was the same song that we just sung.
Yeah, I trust in God. I trust in God. No, it was
that one and the one with Naomi in it.
Because I had said something about like, oh, I didn't know Chris Brown do Christian music, and then y'all said it wasn't that kind of Christian. Yeah. I was like, I didn't know Chris Brown does just Christian music. That was
dang.
Like crazy.
What's something that you used to see, like, perspective wise, BC, that's different now, AD?
BC, I used to go around this life thinking like, oh, everything I do is because of me. Like, oh, I got myself here. Like, oh, like I stayed up all night and got that A. Or like I used to think like everything that I did was because I had that instilled in me. But I realized now, and I had this conversation with one of my mentees. He was one of my former students, but he had said, oh, like I've lived 18 years of my life without God, and I've done so much, and I've gotten these scholarships and everything. Why do I need God now? And I'm like, well, you like, do you genuinely believe that like 18 years of your life, like he didn't have like
a hold on anything?
Yeah. Or like, do you think like you're the only person in this world, like this world was, you think we just like woke up one day and it was here? No, something happened, right? A divine creator created everything from the cells in your bodies to the soles of your feet to the tip of your head, everything to the crown of your head, right? So like I had to tell him, I was like, yes, you got here because there was a divine being who instilled these environments around you, the people that you come across. He was playing a game of chess this whole entire time, and look what happened. He was invited to my baptism, and he, on the invitation, I guess he missed it, but he was like, I didn't know we were staying for the service. I didn't know the baptism was after, but he really loved the service. And I've been telling him to come to church and everything, and he was like, oh, I actually like the service. I was like, well, you need to come to a rally, right? You love the service now. Wait till you come to a rally.
Right.
So, the following day after, he goes back to school. He's in college now, but he goes back to school, and somebody at his school stopped him in Starbucks, and he was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, we do these men's group Bible studies, and I would love for you to like come. I'm not sure if you're interested. And he was like, yeah, I'm interested.
And he just so happened to be the coffee shop where that person came in, where that.
And then I was like, okay, cool. And then he said, and then 2 days from that day, he was at work, and a lady just was paying for her food and everything. And she was like, oh, I just wanted to let you know God loves you. And I was like, honestly, I'm trying to refrain from saying his name on camera. But I was like, honestly, do you think that with everything that has happened in a matter of a week, is solely because you had something to do with it. No, I believe that there was a divine creator that played chess in this like little life of yours,
and still those people there at a right time. So, and they were obedient, and they went and look.
And so, with that being said, before Christ, I used to go around thinking, oh, like, you know, everything that I did, all my accolades was because of me. But no, like now in this life, in this journey that I'm in with God after being baptized and everything, like it can't be because of me. Like all those nights where I was staying up till 2:00 in the morning trying to study for my exams at the end of the week, right? That was because God had placed enough, like, he's like, just stay up a little longer, stay up a little longer. Like, you know, doing it with me. You know, even in moments where I was physically like drained and exhausted, stay up, or like, keep on going, you know, like just, he handheld me all this time, and I like didn't realize it up until like I had realized who God was, and I had like, you know, acknowledged him as my Father, my Lord and Savior. So I would have to say that was probably something that like changed over the course of me, you know, getting acquainted with who God is. But most importantly, like love was also a really big thing. Because it's so true that when you give your life to Christ, that you start to die off to certain things that you found joy in before, because once you start acknowledging it, like, or like kind of like familiarizing yourself with the word of the Lord and like his principles and his standards, your body, or I guess like your mind starts to shift.
Your everything, your spirit, your mind, your body. There are things that even tasted good before that don't taste good now.
One of them was weed.
I
used
to be frank. Hello.
I used to smoke, and what Madison Ryan Ward said. She said something about she used to puff. Now she chilling with the most highest. Like. She don't, and look, and she's like, I don't know, it just radiates off of her, but like smoking was one of them. Like I used to smoke, like, and now as I found God, I realized like, oh, that's not what I want, because it's such an out of body feeling that I don't like, even with like drinking. Now the Bible says you could drink, it just says you can't get drunk. Hold up. So even with drinking, like getting drunk, like taking shots back to back, you know, like I can't do it. My body just physically won't do it. Now, give me some melatonin gummies. Now I could take some melatonin gummies on a Friday night, just kick my feet up in my bed, watch my little Netflix. But no, I'm just kidding, y'all. But, you know, with that being said, you know, like your whole mind just starts to like shift. And like, so the things that I loved before, I no longer like them, because I'm just like, oh, like you start to see life for what it is. And that goes to like being like emotionally aware, spiritually aware. Yeah.
The Bible says to keep a sober mind. Yeah. Because our enemy prowls around like a what? Oh. Prowls around like a what?
Like a wolf in sheep's clothing?
Like a roaring lion.
Oh, that too. Yeah, a predator.
All that.
You know, with that being said, like love, for example, love was a really big one, because before, all these like, like note texting back for days, or
a little breadcrumbing.
Right. Or like, dating is such a big one. Oh, Lord. Nobody knows what... There is dating, but there's also a thing called courting. Yeah. And dating nowadays is so emotionally taxing. I think the realest thing a person can do is just leave you alone.
Absolutely.
Like, just leave me alone. On. Like, on. Like, if you have no intentions of getting married to someone.
In this day and age, dating is really benefiting all that you can from a person. Giving as minimal as you can possibly. Getting all that you can from a person, and then going on to the next.
And I think that's like so emotionally taxing. So now I'm kind of in this season where I'm just like, I I don't really care to be in anything.
And it's demonic if you really think about it. What do demons do? They walk around sucking the life force out of something. They can get no more, then they move on to the next.
And that is
a lot of men don't know they warlocks, and a lot of women don't know they witches.
What? Ha! You better talk to them.
Come on.
Talk.
Succupuses and don't even know it.
Thank you.
Hey!
So, if we gonna really talk about that, then I guess it's safe to talk about how, like, some friends aren't your friends.
Nope.
And I'm going through that with one of my mentees. And right now, I'm so proud of him. There's not a day where I'm not proud of him. But I think when you truly love somebody and you truly care about them, you're going to hold them accountable.
Absolutely.
At all times.
Absolutely.
And I see his potential. And I think that he's been conditioned to believe that he is only going to make it so far. Right? And I don't believe in the phrase, like, the sky is the limit, because I don't believe in that the sky is the limit. I think that was a saying that was meant to limit certain people, and I won't go too much into detail, but if you're catching my drift, you're catching my drift. But it's something that's meant to keep you, like, right where you're at. Like, hey, like, you can get this high, but you can't go any higher. And so my whole philosophy is, like, the sky is not the limit. The sky is simply the foundation in which you have to achieve so much more. There are stars and galaxies and universes and all these other cosmos out there. Like, go shoot for anything out there and do that and more.
If your mentee were to ask you, like, hey, what's the difference between, like, correction and condemnation, or like you said, a friend that will hold you accountable and righteously judge you versus somebody that's actually just judging you?
So I think condemnation is, like, judging someone based off of, like, what you just personally believe. And I don't think you're really, like, trying to change. Like, I think you're just so, like, fixed on it versus, like, conviction, or, like, I don't know if conviction correlates with correction, but conviction is like, oh, like, it spiritually doesn't make me feel good, but
it breaks God's heart, so it breaks mine.
So, repeat your question one more time.
The difference, like how you were saying that he's learning who his friends are. So, like, how would he differentiate if a friend is just holding him accountable and, like, bringing convictions to him, or, like, pointing out convictions, or if they're condemning him or judging him? What does that look like? What is the differentiation? What does that look like?
Honestly, I wouldn't even know how to answer that question without, like, kind of, like, answering the question of, like, how do you know a fake friend from a real one?
Yeah, same. Yeah, same question.
And I think that goes to, like, just saying you have to. This is why it's so important for you to read your Bible, because it's literally a playbook of, like, who is real, who is not.
Yeah.
Like, it is meant to emotionally, spiritually, physically open your mind, so that way you can understand what the fruits of the Lord looks like. So I would just simply, like, ask this person, or, like, ask my mentee, like, does this person do this for you? Right? Does this person do this for you? Like, kind of, like, trying to align it with the fruits of the spirit.
I feel to pinpoint the question, I would give an example. Like, you do something, like, let's say something, like, in our case, like, our friends now know that we're on this journey of being more Christ-like, and, you know, with that, things fall away. So if we go out and we decide not to take shots, and they're like, oh, like, they
like
say it, yeah, right? So that is kind of like judgment, I guess. Like, oh, now you're too good to hang out with us, or now you're too good to
right.
And let's say you decide to take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And they still go ahead and say, "Oh, well, I thought Christians don't do that. Christians are not. Christians this. Christians that."
Oh, Lord.
That's condemnation. That's like, "Oh, I get God don't love you now. God this. God, you know what I'm saying?"
Too late to save you.
Exactly. That's condemnation. Now, righteous judgment or like conviction would be like,
"Hey, friend.
Hey, babe. Like, you know, I know that you're on this journey. Like, I know
do you
that.
Want to take a shot?
I know that you are setting yourself apart, and a part of that maybe would not have been to have you in this environment, you know, or because it is your choice, or maybe it's you get something else. You don't have to get shots. You know what I'm saying? Get
or like
Fran Raz Fizz or whatever, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what would Jesus do? Like, how do you feel in your spirit and in your heart of you like right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you go home and you praying, do you feel ashamed? Do you feel like what's that gonna make you feel like? Like that's accountability. That's righteous judgment.
Mm-hmm.
That
is so what I'm going through with him because I've been mentoring him since he's like gotten out of high school, and I've been like just trying to, hey, she's so cute. So I've been mentoring him since he's gotten out of high school, and he's been in college he finished his first 2 years of college in 1 year.
Oh, wow.
Because I've been very on him.
Like fast tracked it.
Yes. And so he's going to be 21 with a bachelor's degree.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm so proud. And this is why I'm saying that I've been like extremely proud of him. But like, he's been hanging around these people that are like taking advantage of him. So I had to just like remind him the other day, like I was like, there are people out there who are like disguised as sheep, but they're actually a wolf. Yeah. And I'm like, you might not even realize it because they're not physically hurting you or physically, you know, being negative towards you. Like it's just the little things like, you know, hey friend, help me with my clothing brand. I know you want to like, you know, be in this type of industry, but like not acknowledging like your friend for the work that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, and it's in friendship, and I'm not saying friendship should ever be transactional. Yeah. But it's like also acknowledge your friends for what role they play in your life. Yeah, like if you showed up for me, right, because you cared and you loved me, right, it's only fair as a good friend, right, that I show up for you in that same sense, right? And it should just be effortless. Like, I shouldn't have to beg for you to do it or like wait, or, you know, Beth Ann's gonna do it, you know, just give her some time. No, like it's like effortless, and you could do it in the most smallest ways too. He's even going through like financial issues, and I had to tell him, I'm like, what you're not changing, you're choosing. So I feel no pity for you. Like, I do not feel pity for you. Like, you want to be here. And I'm very convinced that you want to be here. And I guess that, like, as a friend, I'm trying to hold him accountable. And that's the difference between me and, like, this friend that he's friends with or has, like, come into a relationship contact with. Yeah, is, like, I'm like, hey, you see how I'm always on you. I'm always holding you accountable. Like, you wanted to eat, well, God's giving you a feast. So, like, I'm here to make sure that you finish what he's called you to do. So, you know, like, I'm just kind of like, I don't know how we got here.
It's okay.
But, like, you know, I needed to get that off my chest.
Get it off. We're going to, I'm going to switch the gears real quick. We're going to end it on this.
Okay.
How do you feel that the church can do a better job at extending more grace instead of judgment?
Can you give me some examples?
Like, the Bible says, come as you are, right?
Yeah.
So some youth, let's say youth ain't never been to church.
Yeah.
Don't know what it's like to be inside the building. So they don't have the clothes. They go to church and they're judged. right? Instead of open arms, like, hey, no, listen, it's okay. Mm-hmm. You ain't gotta have the 3-piece suit. Excuse me. You ain't gotta have 3-piece suit.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta have the church shoes with the socks and the thing. Come as you are.
Yeah.
Right? But you just won't leave the same. So that versus, oh, you shouldn't step into the church building. I'm sorry, it's Jamaican churches. You shouldn't step in the church building because, you know what I'm saying? You show respect. Show respect in the way that you dress. If they don't have it, they don't have it. Or another youth come to church for the first time. They're seeking, right? They're seeking and they're finding. They don't do the shouting, the hollering, the rolling on the ground, and the, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking in tongues.
Right, speaking in tongues, all of that. They don't have that, but they're there. Mm-hmm. They're there. They're not just, they may just be sitting down. They may just be sitting and looking. They may not be clapping. They may not be singing, but they're there. That should be enough to feel that they're not doing enough, or to make them feel like they're not involved, or that they're not, so my question is, how can the church do better at extending grace versus judgment? How do you feel, in your opinion? Like, have you ever experienced any, like, biases or any judgment in the church?
I haven't, and I'm very open about who I am and everything in the church setting that I'm at. However, I have came across churches where I've had to, like, hold back, like, like my energetic self and, all that jazz, because I'm like, oh, like, this is not that kind of church. But I guess with that being said, when I go to church, I'm just so happy to be there. And they're so happy to have me. And I could be in sweatpants, a t-shirt, and some sneakers.
I know that's right.
And they just want me there. They don't care about anything else that I have or don't have. And I guess that, with that being said, I think churches just need to do a little better with aligning themselves with the principles of, like, you're no better than the next person. Right.
You're not holier than thou.
You're not. And just because you do have the clothes or do have the supplies to come to church, in your Sunday's best, right? You don't know what that next person that may or may not come in. You don't know, like, what their story entails. You don't know if their home just burned down 2 months ago and they're trying to recollect everything that they, had for years. So I think the church just needs to do a little better at, like, we're all human, and that is what God's purpose is in our life, is to guide us spiritually. So I'm giving those people grace, but also the people that come into their church or their place of worship. I think it's just best if, we humanize those people and understand and, just
humble
welcome
ourselves.
them. Yeah, humble ourselves and welcome them with open arms and
make them want to come back.
Exactly, because that's what a church should be about, is making people come back. So.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that we're back. Hey.
Oh, Lordy.
This was amazing.
And I'm so happy that you invited me to...
Of course. Part 2 on the way.
And hopefully by part 2, my song will be out. So, yes.
We didn't even touch on your music.
I've died.
So part 2 for sure.
Part 2 will be coming out. Christian music all 2026.
He could rap.
And let me tell you.
He could rap for real.
And I'm saying it now on camera, so that way y'all know. But next year, I will be performing at Coachella. Watch, I'm going to be performing at Coachella.
Oh, I thought like it was already...
Oh, no. Oh, we're just speaking it into existence. In God's mighty name, it's going to be in existence. Period. Like, it's going to be put in there. Watch, I'm going to be up there with everybody else.
Period.
So,
yeah. I can't wait.
And I love y'all.
I love you. Thank you for coming, fam. Mwah. You're the best. Thank you for watching Change of Heart. Till next time. Heart.